Yo, yo. Mic check 1, 2. What's good, y'all? I just wanted to quickly show you this website that I found probably like a month ago. I had it saved. But there's this filmmaker and photographer called Joshua Kissi. And I really thought this website was dope. So I'm just going to do like a quick walkthrough, kind of the things that I like and don't like about the website. If you get a chance, check them out, joshuakissi.com, and let's do it. So this is, let me just load this up real quick. It's just gonna be like a raw look. I've only seen it a couple times. I just want to go through it. This is the first thing you see is his work here, and it's got a horizontal scroll, which is I always like this for photographers and videographers and even production companies. They use this a lot. I see it a lot. So it's almost like a, like a photo carousel, which is really nice. When you hover over it, you can see that the title on the bottom changes. You can keep exploring, which is cool. So I like this. I like this effect. The only thing I don't like is that this is the first thing that you see. I don't really know who Joshua Kissi is. The only reason why I know who he is because I saw, on his Connect page, like who he is. So there's kind of a missed opportunity for him to just have like, you could use this same text and put it up here at the top, break down this carousel and just say who he is. He's a filmmaker and photographer from, I think, a Ghanaian photographer. So he could just say that real quick. It doesn't have to be anything clever. I don't know who this person is or, where he's from. It could just be like a quick bite instead of me seeing his work first. But that's just me. I just want a little bit of context because the whole point of having this website is to know who this person is and what he's like, what kind of work he's putting out, what kind of creative work he's putting out. So that's all I'll say about that. And then let's see if I could get out of this scroll. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, so I'm scrolling down right now. I'm using the scroll and it's also moving the carousel over, which is cool. But then to get out of it, I have to think a little bit to go outside of it and then scroll down because there's actually more on the bottom. And I wouldn't really know that if I just kept doing this. So I don't know if the average person would know that, as far as user experience goes, you got to hop out of the carousel section. And I have this, I don't know if this will be helpful, but I have to get out of this section and scroll down in order to know that there's more stuff to see. So scrolling down here is a ton of empty space surrounding this. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is also kind of more work. This is the thing that confused me about this, is that you have this nice carousel here and then you go down and it's a different size, and I can't do the same effect. I can't do the same effect with this. I can't move. It's just one project. I don't know if this is like a current project. Is this project up here? See, this project's already up here, so it's kind of redundant. So I scroll down here. I don't know if it's like maybe the web developer forgot to remove this section when he was updating the site. Because from what I remember a while ago, this might have been how it looked like before, but I'm not really sure. But I think this whole section should just be nixed. And then you got this really dope, like when I scroll down again, it's a full screen of Joshua's work, which I love. And then there's this really dope interaction here where you can switch through the different projects, and it's full screen. Beautiful. I personally love this. You could really get a sense of, his clients and the visual style, which is really dope. So this to me is the most meaningful or powerful visual aspect of this website that, in my opinion, should have been at the very top instead of having this carousel, which is nice. But having something that's full screen like this, and it visually, it just looks really dope. Like I think they should have led with this. So that's just me. And we could hop into one of these projects here. Project. So Insider. So Insider front cover done in. I like that it also shows like when the project was done, and it has a little bit of context here. Down here. Now the only thing for this, I would say, is this. I mean, I kind of feel like it's a little bit too low. I mean, I'm looking at this on a larger monitor, so I kind of have to. My eye goes here, and then it goes down here, which is cool, I guess. Maybe if it was a little bit higher, so I don't have to work that hard to see. And I mean, one of the big things too is just really the text. So this is a nice typeface. This typeface shows, and I think it'd be cool too to actually share like all the fonts and stuff that are being used on this website. So I'll probably do that. I'll add like a link in the description or something to see where you could get it. If it's accessible, if you have to buy it, or if it's a part of the Adobe fonts. But this particular font name is Square Display Silati. So you can see it's like very intricate, and the width in certain areas, it's really thick, and then it's thin and thick and thin, which is really nice. I think if it's larger, or maybe, yeah, it kind of has like that scripty style to it. It doesn't really show the different weights when I click it, but this is what's being used. And the thing with this color and also the dark background, it's pretty hard to read. I mean, you know what I'm saying? My eyes are still pretty good, so you know, it is a little bit challenging to read. So the 23-time Grand Slam winner talks about motherhood, business, and her presence in the sport she dominated for the last 2 decades. So yeah, it's just visually, it's hard to read because of all the different variety of stroke weights within the actual font. It makes it hard to read. So that would be the only nitpicky thing for me for this project, at least the description part. And then this is really cool. So I'm just scrolling down and the carousel is moving just like how we saw on the homepage. So this is beautiful. I love the colors. Sick ass colors. And then another dope part too is just showing another project instead of me having to hop out into the homepage and scroll back down. I could go to the next project if I wanted to, which is really cool. So I think I'll do that just real quick. So same thing. This one actually, this whole page has a different background. So it's not as dark, but it's even harder. It's a little bit easier to see, but it shouldn't be as challenging to read. I'm almost gonna like basically ignore it because it's just too much for me to read. Most people who are going through these websites, they're not spending that much time scrolling through everything. So I'm just gonna skip it, but I'm gonna go through the project anyway. Oh, there's a view info. What's this? Oh, that's cool. Didn't even notice that. I love that. I mean, it's a cool little animation. I don't really mind that I still can't read it. It just seems pretty cool. But a potential client might be annoyed by it. I don't know. For me, on the creative side, I think it's dope. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the home page. We gotta scroll back down. Yes, these are all the main projects right here, which is cool. This is all sick. I love the scroll snappiness to it. It's smooth, but it also has like a kind of snappiness to it when you get into the section. So, you know, this is, you know, I could read this Hennessy and NBA, but it's still like either the stroke weight for this could be, it actually looks better all caps. It's actually more readable. But if this was like, if this was just had a thicker stroke weight and it was like the letter spacing was more stretched out, I feel like it'd be more readable, or it was a different color, then it will pop out a little bit more. And same thing goes for the navigation links, like all this stuff. Like this could be a lot easier to read. So that's just me. A lot of little things for some people who can't see as well as me, it might be harder for them. All right, so this is the photo section. I like this little hover effect right here. This is cool. You can see on the borders and know where you are. This part right here kind of gets me. I guess this is supposed to be like a header of some sorts, but it's a little bit confusing because there are other projects surrounding it. So I kind of feel like it's a little like a waste of space, and it's like not necessary. If you wanted to give context to what the project was, and on the hover state, you could just have like something pop in from the bottom. So something could pop up like right here, you know, darken the background a little bit, and then just add some text on the hover state. You see a lot of that with different card animations. So it's really simple to do. It doesn't matter what platform you're using, whether it's Framer, Webflow, WordPress, or whatever, you could do that. But yeah, instead of having this empty space here, you could, you know, put more work and just add like a card animation pop up. Yeah, all this work is just fucking beautiful. I love this shit. This is so nice. Let me just go into one. So this is photo. I'll go to Questlove. Nice. Yeah, even that was sick. I don't even think I noticed that the first time. Like the way it disappears. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, it's dope. Alright, let's go to photo. Now we'll go to editorial. And this is like a filter. So I think having these, especially if you have a lot of projects, I mean, anything more than like, I would say like 10 projects, you know, you definitely want to use a filter. You know, some people might want to see like something very specific. So they'll instead of, you know, seeing just everything, they know exactly what they want to go to see. And I'm going to go up to the film page. Okay, this is the carousel, right? So I like this. So the play button, that's dope. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. It's a little sensitive here. Ah, might have to fix that. So I'm scrolling up and down, but it's like skipping a section depending on how hard I swipe, or it's just randomly skipping. Yeah, see, it just skipped a section. So it's kind of little things, I don't know. That could be annoying if that's something like I didn't want to see that. Okay, here we go. So let's play this. And here's another thing too. So I already clicked, like I already want to play the video. So it should be on autoplay when you go to the next screen. So I have to actually play this. And I think this is for the sound. Yes, for the sound. That's cool. And this is actually really dope on the bottom here. This right here, this little timeline is sick because when you hover over it, you can actually see like where the video's at. I think you can forward it too. Yeah, so this is really cool, and I haven't looked into this, but I want to try and implement this into a Framer site. I just think it looks cool. Yeah, it's dope. If I scroll down, okay, this is great. Look at this. All the credits are here. Here's more about the project, but then again, it's like hard to read, so I'm not even gonna bother. Shows when it was done. And the name of the project, Room to Breathe. I think so. Cool. So I could go back and it'll take me back to the film page, which is cool. And there's a nice little filter too, list. So this is sick. I don't think I remember seeing this. Yeah, I love this hover state too. This is actually hard to see because it looks like the image is hovering underneath all the text and the bar, like the lines, the horizontal lines. So I should probably fix that. That's an easy fix, just a z-index thing. But this is a cool option too. You could see everything here. This is very fucking cool. Dope. So go back to display. Oh. Let's see, can I scroll down from here? No, okay, it just shows all the projects. And then the last page is connect. So this is a sick little interaction right here. And I've seen this, there are some framer components too that could do this, but this is really cool. I think this is sick. It's just fun to play with. And again, so this is who Joshua is, a Ghanaian American creative entrepreneur specializing in photography, filmmaking, based in New York City, raised in the Bronx. Kissi grew up with an affinity for the arts and picked up a camera at the age of 17 despite the lack of exposure and inaccessibility to the creative industries. And from Kissi's determination that bore the fruit that is street etiquette in 2008. So that's cool. But you can see even like this font right here, it's much easier to read. So if I had to choose, I would only use this font for like the links, the navigation links, and I would switch that font out completely and just use maybe this font, because readability is more important than style, because it could be kind of frustrating if you're trying to understand what this person is about and it's like hard to read. So what font is that? So this one's Benzin Bold. So Benzin Bold, I would use that font instead. Yeah, see, it's way more readable. It's dope. And then another thing I like about this too is this is cool. I like this copy feature because, oh, actually I didn't want it to do that. Yo, that's crazy. So I thought maybe if you just copied it, it wouldn't send you to the email app. Let me see. So I'm just gonna copy it. Ah, damn, didn't do it the way I wanted to. So it's not an actual copy feature. That would have been cool. Instead of it going to the app, the mail app, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he wanted to like build like an email list or something like that, I'm wondering if there should be a form here instead of just the emails, or also the emails and a form. I don't know. I think it's clean. This website is really dope. Just, you know, aside from like all the small stuff, but I think this is a sick website. Y'all should check it out. I have this website on here. So I actually built, let me make sure this is showing. So I actually built this this website in Framer. It's just a collection of production companies, photographers, videographers, and stuff that have really dope websites. Well, I think I have dope websites. It's just kind of curated collection, and this is where I added Joshua's website on. So if you guys want to see more of these really dope websites and get inspiration from, if you're starting out your business and wondering what direction you should go, then definitely check this out. It's visualproductiongallery.framer.website. I'll of course add it in the description, the YouTube description, so you could just check that out. But yeah, that's it from me. That's all I got. I just want to do a quick little run through of this dope website. Y'all have a good one. Peace.